woman is getting $2 million for her injuries that were suffered after a semi-driver failed to turn on his blinkers when he was stopped on I-65 in Tippecanoe County.
A civil jury sided with the plaintiff, Brittany Johnson, in the case. News 18's Kayla Sullivan sat down with Johnson and her attorneys to talk about the message she hopes to send to drivers. Kayla.
Jeff and Gina, commercial truck drivers are required by federal regulations to turn on their blinkers when they're stopped. It's called the moth effect. Drivers will follow the lights and reflectors off the back of semis thinking they're still moving. Johnson wishes flashers would have warned her fiancé, who was driving the car but died as a result of the crash.
As you can tell from this photograph, this truck doesn't provide warning. It looks as though it's a truck just driving down the road.
That's what attorneys say Joshua Horn might have thought the truck was doing when he collided with the back of it on I-65 in April of 2008.
The truck driver himself didn't turn on his flashers or put up any of the caution signs, and it was dark outside, so you couldn't even potentially see that there was any kind of accident.
Horn died in the crash, and Brittany Johnson suffered skull injuries, broken ribs, hearing, and memory loss.
The accident actually left her in a coma for a couple of days, and then when she awoke from the coma, she actually was not able to remember her mom, her aunt. In the accident, her fiance, Josh, had passed away. She wasn't able to comprehend that. It took 3 weeks of people telling her multiple times a day that he had passed away in the accident.
The night of the crash, a Sandburg truck driver pulled over after hitting a deer. Federal regulations require him to immediately turn on his blinkers and put out warning triangles within the first 10 minutes. He didn't do either of those things, so a Tippecanoe County civil jury placed 30% of the blame on Sandburg and awarded Johnson with $2.13 million. Do you feel like it's enough?
I believe so. I mean, I'm just glad it's over.
This case has been ongoing for almost a decade. She says she didn't do it all for the money. She's hoping drivers learn a lesson from this.
Now it's done for me, and I can take care of like medical bills and stuff in the future, but it could hopefully potentially help other people when they're on the road and stop this from ever happening to anybody else.
No word yet on if Sandburg Trucking will file to appeal the verdict. They have 30 days to do so. Kayla Sullivan, News 18.